Hey guys, I just wanted to do this little insert real quick in front of the reaction to say thank you so much to everyone who sent condolences and messages on YouTube and on Patreon to me about my dad. It really meant a lot to me. I haven't been able to respond to people because I just haven't been in the space yet to do so, but I just really wanted to let you guys know how much it meant to me and to say thank you, because I think that's really a very beautiful and kind thing to do. So anyway, I'm gonna stop talking and let you get into the reactions, but yeah, just thank you so much. It really meant the world to me. Hey guys, welcome back to this place, and if you are new, welcome here for the very first time. I'm Carmen. This little orange girl is River, and today we are watching season 2, episode 1 of Lost. We have entered into season 2. I can't believe it. It really feels like season 1 went by so quickly just because I was loving the journey and the characters and this story so much and the mystery. So I really cannot wait to get into season 2. I know a few people now have told me they're very excited for me to get into this season and this episode, so that makes me excited and a little bit apprehensive, but also just really excited. Last season, we ended off with opening the hatch to the bunker, and I hope that we're going to start the season by going down that long-ass ladder and seeing what the heck is in there. Sorry. I remembered that you're not supposed to cuss within like a certain amount of the video. There is that. There is also the whole, oh gosh, wait, why did my brain just like completely blank? The whole Michael and Walt situation. So Walt has been kidnapped by the others, which makes me assume that Sawyer and Jen and Michael are just going to return to the island, because obviously they're not just going to leave without his son. I am also really curious if we're going to see the others via Michael, and just all the things that are going to happen I'm curious about. But I don't want to rant too long in the beginning. I know I already have, so I'm going to shut up, and then we're going to get into this episode. And then I will probably not shut up at all. Let's do it. I don't know why that scared me. Whose eyeball? It looks like an angry face, right? Is this gonna be somebody we don't know? Is it Sawyer? I say that only because it looks like they have long hair. Not exactly what I was expecting. I was hoping it would be like a little more dancey.
Nobody can tell you there's only one song worth singing.
It has a very clean bowl that's being cleaned.
It hangs them up to see someone.
Who are you? It doesn't look like Sawyer anymore because that hair is much more floofy. That does not look like an appetizing smoothie, I'm sorry.
Just to do your thing, the hardest thing to do. But you
Oh my gosh, is this the bunker? Is this the fucking bunker? And that was the explosion at the end of the last season? So this is one of the others? I like the music. It is! Wow, somebody fucking lived in there? So they just like exploded their way into someone's house? You guys, I'm so excited! Although he also had like weapons. So I really don't think we have any idea what the fuck we're getting into. And by we, I mean Jack and Locke and everyone else. Interesting. What the fuck was he injecting himself with?
4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42, 4, 8,
Okay.
dead, 15 doomed and dead, 16,
Are
23.
you okay?
Yeah, awesome. I just have to pee. Great idea, dude. Go look in the burning death hole.
I mean, honestly, you could easily get shot, so Hurley's not wrong.
We're leaving now.
Yes, good idea. Let's do that.
Why?
We all went through a lot to get here,
Yeah.
Jack.
No, the ladder's broken.
Oh, was it? I didn't even notice that bit.
So let's forget about the harnesses. What?
Why don't we all just calm down here?
No, look, if you want to go exploring in the morning, that's fine. But tonight, we're done.
Oh, because he's...
I'm gonna go get the dynamite that we didn't use, and we're heading back to the caves.
He's being snippy because he's worried about Locke. I mean, Locke is trying to protect people too, just in a different way. Let's not have a fucking fight.
Why don't you want to go down there, Jack?
Female, late 20s.
Is this gonna be his wife?
Where's the other one?
Ex-wife?
The hell is that thing?
His ex-wife, right?
It's the steering column.
Oh my god, his hair!
Keep that collar.
Sorry.
Did you hear that?
Sweetie, you need to take it easy, okay? Just relax.
What is she saying?
She said she has to dance at her wedding.
And it's his ex-wife. So is that why he married her? Just because she said that? Oh, Jack. Oh, Jack. That hero complex really not working out for you.
Has anyone seen Vincent? The dog?
I know who Vincent is.
Where are you going?
To find the dog.
I lost the damn dog.
Why wouldn't I light the fuse?
Maybe because I was running towards you, waving my arms, yelling, "Don't do that."
I mean, points were being
You
made.
got a point there.
Yeah, thank you.
Or maybe it was just our destiny, right, John?
Okay, you know, if he
Maybe.
believes in destiny, that's
Guys?
fine.
It's the hatch door.
Doesn't mean you have to.
Gotta see this.
What? Ooh, do you see the man? Do you see like a little man looking up at you? With like floofy hair? Oh, fuck.
Vincent!
This is not a good idea.
I can't tell that kid I lost his dog because I was exhausted.
There's a dog. I hear a dog barking. Why does that look like a fake dog?
Circle around behind him.
Okay.
That does not look like a real dog. Okay, it is. It just, the light was hitting it weird. Why does this feel like a trap? This hella feels like a trap.
Vincent!
Maybe just wait there. Oh, she's hearing the whispers. Oh, fuck. God. Is that real?
Walt?
Or is this like a vision?
What are you doing here?
Shannon!
What the fuck was he saying?
What is it?
I need to go back and watch that.
5 hours ago, I was pulled into a hole by what appeared to be a column of black smoke.
Oh, is that
Did you see it, Kate?
that what it looked like? She saw it.
I guess we're both crazy.
A column of
You know
black.
what Jack thinks he saw?
And I guess those numbers were still stuck in my head, so I played them. And I won.
I
114
wonder if
million.
anyone has ever tried to use those numbers to play the lottery in real life. Wouldn't recommend.
And that's why I tried to stop it, because that thing is cursed, man.
I mean, it's logical from his perspective.
You were in a psych ward?
That's what you took away from all that?
I'm not crazy.
I'm not saying you are. They're numbers.
He was never going.
What's that thing where doctors make you feel better just by talking to you?
Bedside manner.
Yeah, he doesn't have
Yeah.
that.
Yours sucks, dude.
I think that, like, he's not, oh my god, the hair. I think Jack just has a hard time looking at things from other people's perspectives if he doesn't understand it.
Extremely unlikely.
I feel like
Dr.
he
Shepherd.
could have said that in a better
May I have a
way.
word, please?
Is that what his dad's gonna say? Like, could have, you know, eased a person into it. I can't deal with his hair.
You might want to try handing out some hope every once in a while. Even if there's a 99% probability that they're utterly, hopelessly screwed, folks are much more inclined to hear that 1% chance that things are going to be okay.
Her spine's crushed. I tell her that everything's gonna be okay. That's false hope, Dad.
But maybe. But it's still hope.
Hope is very important in, well, any situation, honestly. And also, like, I guess this is because I'm not a person, like, I believe in science, but miracles happen that can't be explained by science, so.
Sun comes up in 3 hours, and we're all gonna be here to see that happen.
So it's like, depending, like,
I promise.
3, 4 a.m. Well, okay. That might be taking the hope, but too far. Don't make promises you can't guarantee.
I'm going to the hatch.
Oh.
I understand why you can't go. I mean, they need you here. Live together, die alone, right?
Right. There will be ongoing physical therapy, but if she works really hard.
Will you be able to, you know, make love?
Not right
You need to know that
away.
there's a chance Sarah might very well need professional care for the rest of her life.
Well,
Like, she won't be able to go to the bathroom by herself?
he doesn't know. I guess the whole sickness and health bit, he really just meant the health, huh?
I'm gonna fix you.
He's a fixer.
What do I say if I need to stop?
Stop.
Stop.
Oh, the tree. Dang, that tree.
Kate! Are you all right?
That tree was like, fuck this. Damn.
What is it?
John! I think there's something down.
Fucking what the fuck? I mean, it was that guy, but what was he? Why did he do the light?
What about all that stuff you said about
It's
waiting
Kate.
till morning and watching the sunrise?
Changed my mind.
Does he not know about Kate? Oh, dang. That's surprising then. Oh my god. I know people do these things, but god, that would be hard. Doing it with his dad? Or, who's that guy? Oh, shit.
Damn it.
You all right, brother?
I'm fine.
I'm training.
For what?
Training for what?
For a race around the world. Impressive, I know.
Maybe he's who's in the bunker. That would be funny.
Like, all right.
A patient.
Ah, that girl patient. What if you did fix her?
I didn't.
Well, what if you did?
You don't know what you're talking about, man.
I don't. Why not?
Because with her situation, that would be a miracle, brother.
Well, miracles do exist, Jack.
And you don't believe in miracles?
Man of science.
You have to lift it up.
Lift it up.
What does that mean?
Your ankle.
Oh,
You gotta keep it elevated.
sure.
It's been nice chatting.
Jack.
Jack. I'm Desmond. Well,
Desmond.
good luck, brother.
Wonder if we need
See you in another life, yeah?
to know that. What if you're in the bunker? Maybe we will see you in another life, sir. Your hair was in a little ponytail. It could be the floof. Oh. Oh. Interesting. Interesting. Can you hover on that wall a little bit longer? 108. Oh. Big magnet? God. Can you not? Don't get too distracted, Jack. There's a person doing this shit. The angry face. I know, but it's...
I wouldn't do that.
Where's Kate?
What the hell's...
I want to see this fucking floofy hair face so bad.
You're gonna be paralyzed from the waist down for the rest of your life.
I can wiggle my toes.
Because things happen that can't be explained by science.
Can you feel this?
Yes.
Yes. This.
Yes.
I want to see the face, not just the shaky hands.
Move. And I'll kill him.
Put the gun down.
It's the same fucking guy.
Where's Kate?
Jack, it's okay.
I said drop it.
Where's Kate? She's fine. Just put down.
I'm not putting down anything.
Do you want him to die?
I swear it's a...
Put it down.
Right? Am I fucking crazy?
Is this what you were talking about, Locke? Is this your destiny?
Maybe.
All roads lead here.
Jack, calm down.
Lower your gun, or I'll blow his damned head off, brother.
It is. It is. It fucking is. How the fuck?
You.
That's the end? How the fuck? How the fuck is it him? Like how? Like what? Like what? He said, "I'll meet you, see you in another life." Like what? How? I was halfway joking because he had like a ponytail, and I was like, could be the floofy hair guy, but what the fuck? What the fuck? Why is it him? How is it him? How is it a random man that Jack met running stadium steps fucking decade or so ago? I'm assuming a decade because of the hair, and like it was definitely giving like 90s hair, and this is like mid 2000s by now, right? Hold on. There's a few things I want to go back and look at really quick. I love the green eye representation in this show. Like, mine are hazel green, but same. Okay, yeah. I wanted to see if there was anybody in the downstairs bunker, which there was not. Why does everything look older than this now, though? I'm trying to see if I can read what he's injecting. 30 milliliter multiple dose vial. Directions for use, see package. To see if I can hear what Walt says. Okay, he says shush. I think he said I have some... Couldn't understand. And then he said something terrible. So the Shannon and Walt thing, I wanted to go back and see if I could try to understand what he was saying. I listened to it a few times with the volume turned way up, and I still couldn't understand what he was saying. I think we're not meant to understand what he's saying, but it's something like, I think he said something terrible. Like I don't know if he was saying like, I have news, it's something terrible, and then he's like wet and he's like going shush. So I don't know. I don't understand this island and what secret fucking powers that it possesses, right? I just don't know what's going on this island, right? Because obviously there is something. Like, I think when we came to the island, that Walt was already like magical, supernatural, whatever you want to say. But obviously the island like is affecting people, because like, why would Shannon see that? Like, unless maybe Walt reached out to her somehow. Like maybe he can project himself or something. I don't know. Sort of like astral projection, you know? I'm not sure. What else I still don't understand is, how is it this random man that fucking Jack talked to all these years ago? I want to go back again. Sorry, guys. But I want to go back again and see what he said. Because I think he said, I'll see you in another life. And he said, good luck, brother. See you in another life. Yeah. Which, like, he does. I don't understand how it could be this, like, how Jack could have possibly met this person before they were on the island. Like what the fuck is that? Maybe, I'm gonna go conspiracy theorist with it. Maybe all of the people, maybe it's not a coincidence that everyone who ended up on the island, loud truck, sorry. Maybe it's not a coincidence that they all ended up on the island. Maybe it is a conspiracy. Maybe they were handpicked for this by whatever, for some reason. Maybe it's all like a giant experiment and they've been placed here because they each possess something that whoever is conducting the experiment wants to know. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, maybe this wasn't a chance meeting at all. Maybe this guy, Desmond, right? Desmond, if that is his real name, maybe he is part of it too. Maybe he was scouting, you know? Why he would be scouting in a random ass state in the middle of the night by running stairs at a stadium, like, I don't know. But I'm just, you know, postulating a theory. Yeah, so that was crazy. We also found out that what Locke and Kate saw was a column of black smoke. It's giving supernatural, it's giving demon. I'm assuming it wasn't actually that, but maybe like something else. And I don't know how, but maybe it's making, like, there's something about the island that's making them see a column of black smoke. Hell, maybe they're just hallucinating all of this. You know what I mean? Like, maybe there's some sort of hallucinogen. I think I've said this before last season. Maybe there's just some sort of like hallucinogen on the island that's like seeping into the air, and like this stuff isn't happening. I don't know. Maybe the plane didn't even crash on an island. Maybe it crashed somewhere else. Or maybe it did crash on an island, but maybe they're still in the plane and like the fuselage or whatever, the fuel is like making them hallucinate the shit. I don't know that that actually makes sense. Because that would, like, they would surely die from a hallucination that lasted this long. So, probably not. I don't know. What was the big magnet? Like, what? Like, okay. So, this guy, Desmond, if that is his real name, like, what is he doing? It looks like he was there where he was willingly, right? Like, he had, like, a routine going. He knew, like, they would send him the little angry face, which I know isn't an angry face, but just looks like an angry face. But they would, like, you know, that would be the thing, like the beeps in the morning, and then he would have to type something in, I think, and then click execute. And then, like, but what is he doing down there? Like, what is his connection to the others? And was he quarantined? And if so, why? And is it because of whatever he was injecting himself with? Like, maybe he was exposed to a large amount of radiation. Maybe there's a bunch of radiation down there. Maybe they should all be worried now that they've gone down there. And that's like some sort of anti-radiation drugs that he's having to take all the time because he's being exposed or has been exposed. I don't know. I don't know. But, like, the plot, she do be thickening, you know? Like, I just want to know what's going on. I also really enjoyed this look into the beginning of Jack and Sarah and seeing how he sort of ended up getting with her, I guess. I'm still not entirely sure, like, what his motivation was. He's a fixer. He likes to fix things. He likes to fix people. And so, I don't know. Like, he just... I don't know if it was, like, he felt like he fulfilled that promise, or, like, he wanted to let her be able to dance at a wedding, you know, or, like, maybe he did fall in love with her in some way, but maybe he fell in love with, like, the miracle of it, even though he doesn't believe in that, which I think is interesting, because here's my thing, right? I think that you can believe in science, and you can, and I think I've said this before, and you can believe in miracles or in religion and have faith and stuff. Like, I don't think that those two are inherently contradictory. I believe in science. I'm very, like, for science. But I also have faith, and I don't feel that they're contradictory things. So I always think that the sort of dichotomy of when you have these two opposing forces, that they did it a lot. Sorry, I know my brain is jumping all over the place, but they did it in Fringe as well, like this idea of, like, faith versus science. And I don't think that there necessarily has to be a versus, because regardless of if you call it a miracle, like, call it whatever you want, but there's been multiple, many, if you look throughout the entirety of, like, history, of documented cases where people have recovered from things that scientifically they should never have recovered from. Like, it makes no sense from, like, a logical scientific standpoint why somebody survives something sometimes, right? But they do. And I always think, like, I understand that as a person who wants things to make sense, that could be frustrating for Jack, you know? Like, he wants things to follow a logical course. He wants to be able to understand things, and he wants things to be the same every time. And I can understand that, but I just also, like, think it's a bit silly when people of science refuse to acknowledge that science doesn't Like that there are things that have happened that can't be explained or cannot fully be explained or just shouldn't have made sense scientifically. You know what I'm saying? Now, I do think that with Locke and Jack, there is a much bigger distinction because Locke is like, pardon the pun, but like fully locked into his beliefs of the island has like some sort of sentience and there's a destiny, there's a fate here, and he's following the plan, right? Now, would Locke go against logic and reason and things that Jack, or most people, you know, hold pretty dear in order to follow this path of destiny? Yes, and I think that's where Jack and him butt heads, because Jack, I don't think is like completely against having any sort of faith. I just think that Jack, at the end of the day, if it comes to a question of logic or faith, Jack is going to choose logic because that's who he is. And Locke is going to choose faith because that's who he is, you know? And so I think that's where their biggest thing lies. Their biggest headbutt, right? I will say, I thought it was really interesting too, the idea of hope versus false hope, because I do think that false hope can be dangerous. I do agree with Jack on that point, but I also think that hope is so central to human existence that it's hard to know when it's hope versus false hope, right? Because I think that Jack could say there is a very, very, very slim chance, like 1 in a million, that you could ever walk again. And that is true. Like the chances are less than 1% or 1% or whatever it was he said. And I think that he could say that in a way that is true and yet doesn't take away all hope, right? Because I think that I'm trying to like figure out what I'm trying to say. My brain is processing still. But I don't know. I do think there is a difference in hope and false hope. And I think that really, it's not that Jack needed to give her false hope. And like the thing is, what happened to her? Like the chances that he would be able to fix that on, like it's probably like a 1 in 100 situation that he was able to actually fix what happened to her and it was able to work. But I don't think that it would necessarily be bad to give somebody hope in that situation, right? I don't know. Does any of what I said just make sense? Because I don't feel like it makes sense to me when I'm saying it out loud, but it makes sense in my head. Essentially, TLDR, I think that Jack just needs to go about saying a bad thing in like a better way, right? It's just like the bedside manner thing that they talked about. Like he can still say that and like the grim reality of it, but he could have said it just in a less matter of fact, no hesitation, like really clinical and sort of harsh way, right? He could have said the harsh words, but in a way that allows for a person to go through the process of processing what the fuck you're saying to them, if that makes sense. Okay, so something I do want to talk about as well, which doesn't really have bearing on going further into the show, because I don't think we'll ever see him again, but Sarah's fiance, Kevin, like, I'm not a fan, right? And the thing is, I do want to give him a level of grace, because you think you have this life planned out for yourself, right? And like for you and your partner and like what's going to happen in the future and everything. And then like this huge curveball comes and all of a sudden your life is going to look a lot different, or you think it's going to look a lot different than it initially was. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with being shaken by that, with being freaked out by that. I don't think there's anything wrong with him asking if eventually they would be able to have sex, because, you know, sex is an important part of a lot of relationships. And I think that that's a valid question for him to have. I don't know if it's valid to be the very first question you have, but, you know, I can understand that that would be something that you would think about. And I can understand, like, a moment of wavering, I guess, right? But I also think that when you, and they're engaged, so they're not married yet, I guess, but when you're preparing to pledge your life to someone and you're saying, you know, I'm gonna love you through the good shit and the bad shit, the, you know, health and sickness, you know, like, it, marriage and being with somebody for the rest of your life, it's not just for the good times, it's for the, like, shitty times that you don't see coming, right? And, like, obviously we would all hope and pray that, you know, the person that we love and ourselves are safe and we have good long lives, and, you know, we don't have to be taken care of at such a young age, and, you know, all these things. Like, yeah, you would obviously hope for the health part of it, but I think that a lot of people just unfortunately only mean the health part of the vows, and sickness comes, you know, shitty times come, and people just leave. Like Kevin, you know, I'm just using Kevin as an example because I'm assuming that shit got hard and he left. You know, he wasn't there when she got out of surgery, when she woke up. Like, that's pretty shitty. Again, I'm not saying he can't have his own feelings and emotions and be stressed and whatever, but, like, to just abandon somebody that you love and that you have made that, or are planning on making that pledge to, is just, I don't know. Maybe I'm spending too much time on it, but I just don't like Kevin, okay? Because, like, I don't know. I think you should mean, I think when you're making that commitment to somebody to be with them forever, that you should mean good times and bad times, sickness and health, not just good times and health, you know? But that's just my opinion. So I think the last thing that I want to talk about is something that I've talked about like 3 times now already, but I just, where, like, why the fuck is Desmond here? Like, where the fuck did he come from? A girl needs to know, which means that a girl needs to fucking watch more of this show and find out, because I can't wait to find out more, because I don't know, I'm just excited. I'm excited to see what happens next. I'm excited to see, like, who this man is, and if he's associated with the others, if he's connected to the others, or if, like, he's somebody else. And then if he is, then, like, what the fuck is he doing here? And does he know the others? And what the fuck are we gonna do about them and him and just all of it? I don't know. But I thought this was a great way to start season 2. Like, I'm so invested. I'm so in. I'm so curious as to what is going to happen next, that, yeah, I don't know. I just don't have anything else to say. If you guys are also curious to see what happens next, you can watch my reaction to season 2, episode 2 over on Patreon. If you're watching this on YouTube, that will be available. Well, if you're watching on YouTube, it's already there. While you're over there on Patreon, you can also watch my entire full-length reaction to this episode, which includes a hell of a lot of rambling. I'm just in a talky mood today. And what else? And it also has all the episodes of season 1 of Lost over there as well as a couple other shows if you're interested. So yeah, you can check that out if you want. Sorry, my brain buffered a lot in the post-episode discussion today. You know, it's just one of those days. But I hope you guys really enjoyed this reaction and you come back for episode 2. Yeah, I can't wait to see you whenever you return. Until then, bye guys.